Boy, 17, dies in an abandoned house during a game of Russian roulette. Then his friends hide his body in a closet, spray paint the door FK mat and post chilling Snapchats saying "Bro, I just caught a body." A 17-year-old was killed in a modified game of Russian roulette in Las Vegas, but his family thinks he was flat out murdered by people that he believed were his friends. Matthew Minkler was in an abandoned home with Jaiden Caruso, 16, and Kody Harlan, 17 on Friday. The teens were playing the deadly game with a gun and Minkler was shot in the jaw. His friends ran and left him to bleed out on the kitchen floor, according to police. "We know this wasn't Russian roulette," his mother, Jamie Shanklin, told the Las Vegas Review-Journal. "My kid was shot in the chin, like they were shutting him up." Caruso and Harlan showed up back at the house shortly after Minkler was shot to clean up the scene. Harlan is accused of stuffing Minkler's body in a closet. "They never called 911, detectives wrote in the probable cause arrest report. They never attempted to rend a raid." Both Caruso and Harlan have been charged as adults in Minkler's death. Caruso is facing charges of murder with a deadly weapon and robbery, while Harlan faces charges of accessory to murder after the fact, destroying evidence and robbery. Disturbingly, the suspects did not report the shooting to police, and it was only after a police pursuit of a stolen Mercedes being driven recklessly by Harlan that crashed that the teens would end up behind bars. Harlan allegedly blew through a red light and crashed into landscaping, while several other juveniles inside got out and ran. The plan unraveled once Harlan was in custody, spilling to police that he had been present during a murder, which took place earlier in the day. That's when he led officers to the abandoned 3,717 square foot house on Cool Lilac Avenue. Harlan told police that Matthew was shot in the face by Caruso. The teen confessed that Caruso allegedly pulled out a .375 caliber revolver for a game of Russian roulette. Typically, in the deadly game, a single bullet is loaded into a revolver, and the person spins the cylinder and then pulling the trigger while aiming the gun at yourself. However, this version was different. Harlan told police that Caruso never allowed the other participants to handle the firearm or pull the trigger themselves, according to the police documents, reported by the Review-Journal. Matthew's mother believes this was no game, and her son's death was intentional. "Jaiden had a beef with my son. Jaiden never told him. He pretended they were friends," Shanklin said, raising her voice. "He would have never gotten into the car with them if he knew." The words "F-Mat" were spray-painted onto the closet door where his body was found. Henderson officer Scott Williams said Matthew's killing shocked the conscience of the police department. "This one will stick with you," he said, "because it's so sinister." In addition to any physical evidence against Caruso and Harlan in Minkler's murder, Caruso posted Snapchats as well. At one point Caruso speaks into the camera and says on Snapchat, "Bro, I just caught a body." According to Las Vegas Now, that Snapchat shows Minkler's body, still bleeding out on the floor. "We know about the Snapchats that Jaiden posted," Shanklin said Wednesday. In another video, a voice is heard asking what to do with Minkler's body, with Caruso not responding. Instead, he is seen on video and calmly walks to the kitchen sink, wets his hands and begins to clean his shoes, according to the police report. Caruso ends up replacing his shoes with $300 taken from Minkler's wallet, with the rest of the cash spent on drugs, according to police. Caruso admitted his involvement in the shooting when questioned by police. When presented with the evidence against him, Caruso broke down and admitted his involvement, but claimed the shooting was accidental and he was on Xanax at the time.